Dragon Gingerini just got added to Sealed Brainrot and it's surprisingly easy to get. And I found a secret strategy that will guarantee you getting this Brainrot. So first of all, the way you get this Brainrot is from the Santa Fuse, but it's super rare. But don't worry, I've got some fuse combos you can try to hopefully get yourself this Brainrot. First of all is the Jolly Grande, 2 Lost Secrets and a Lost Puggies. Then you can also try 2 Lost Secrets and 2 Fragrama Kokораmas. And by the way, at the end of the video, we do have a strategy that will guarantee you getting this Brainrot without even having to use the Santa Fuse, but we'll talk about that more later. But then a final fusing method you can try is 1 Fragrama Kokorama, 1 Lost Secret, 1 Captain Moby, and 1 Lost Puggies. Now all these give about 6 to 7% chance of getting this Brainrot, which is quite low, but the max chance you can get in the Santa Fuse is 9% for this Brainrot. So even if you put in 4 Strawberry Elephants, it would still only be 9%. When you look at it that way, it's not actually that bad. And this is the 3rd best Brainrot in the whole game, so I do think it's kind of fair that it's this hard to get. But it's going to take a lot of attempts, but what doesn't take a lot of attempts is subscribing, please. But anyway, some other fusing tips I have is only ever fuse during the admin abuse. As A, if you get this Brainrot, you'll get lots of traits on it, which is just going to make it 100 times better. And then in the admin abuse, the Santa Fuse lock also gets turned on, which is just going to buff your odds at getting Dragon Gingerini. And another reason why admin abuse is also good, is you have a pretty good chance of getting some of the Brainrots you need for the Santa Fuse. Say if Sammy spawns like a secret lucky block or something, well then you have a chance of getting the secret combinations, which you can then use for the Santa Fuse. So only ever fuse during admin abuse. And then if you're wondering when admin abuse is happening, well this week's Taco Tuesday is cancelled, but there is going to be an admin abuse on Christmas Eve, and there'll also be another admin abuse on Christmas Day. But anyways, the strategy I was talking about earlier that will guarantee you this Brainrot is trading and stealing. And now I'll start with stealing, and what I recommend you do is just join public servers over and over again, looking for this Brainrot, and eventually if you find it, steal it. Now that's quite hard to do, but it's better than no chance at all. But the other strategy that's a lot better than that is probably trading. I'll have 2 trading Discord servers linked in the description. But basically buy low, sell high until you can afford this Brainrot. And then if you want to, you can also trade to get the Brainrots you need to fuse. Say if you need a Fragrama Kokorama, well you can also just trade for that, the Brainrots you might need. Anyway, shout out to members, Merry Christmas and goodbye!